All right, everybody. So we have got that down. I had a lot of company from the folks in the stream. We chatted about all kinds of things while I got all these fence supports down. But we got it going all the way around this area here. And I ended up fencing off more than I had expected to. But I feel pretty good about that. It's better to have too much space than too little space. And then we can hop over on the Griffin real quick and just see the shape of it. So now it's time for the next step where I'm going to put down... Oh, stupid bug. What did you think was going to happen? I guess you're a bug. You don't think much. Come here, Griffin. Okay. And then we can take another little look on the Griffin. You got a nice red trike over there. So it's pretty much just a rectangle that went around that way. But then it kind of leaves the rectangular shape a little bit once it gets to this area over here. And I wasn't very happy with the shape, but looking at it from above, it's not too bad. But this little area between this nice path is where we're going to actually set the tech transmitter up for the long term. And then when we do the fights, we'll assemble all the Megatheriums around there. I'm getting a little frame skipping, but not too bad. Definitely testing my computer by recording and streaming at the same time. So yeah, so now it's time to take it to the next part. I've just put all the fence foundations down, or the fence supports down, but didn't actually put any gates in yet. I'll do that later. And I'm not sure if we'll finish this completely in this episode, but at least it's getting done, and you guys are seeing the process. And then from that visit to Crackers, you got a little idea of what's going to go inside here. Of course, I'm not going to build exactly that thing she built, but, you know, there's going to be a bunch of stables and a little mini base too. So let's go grab the walls. These guys are following each other, so there's a little bit of going backwards when I get off of it. So over here, let's go ahead and from the data, let's grab one of these stacks of walls. Oh, you know what? Actually, we already put some on one of them. Let's grab the smaller stack. Don't leave me. I need you. And this one doesn't have anything on it. These are super heavy because these are four walls sort of combined. See if I can move. Just barely. But they allow a much quicker placement of this kind of stuff. So here you can see, I'll put one down. Boom. Yeah, so they're four normal walls high. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue placing them down. We're going to get all the way around here. I'm definitely going to have to go back and manufacture some more. Probably going to lead to more grinding of materials. Learned I have to make these. I was only going to make it 4 high, but I've learned I have to make it 6 high now. So that will take even more mats. And then we'll decide whether we're going to dye them or we're going to just disappear them entirely. I just noticed there's a little Mesopithecus over here. I swear I saw one. Yeah. Cute little guy. Oh, and we got a nice Carno over there too. I'm not going to try to tame this guy without any dodo kibble. We did include the Mesopithecus in the immersive taming, but I made it so you can only use dodo kibble bait. It's only an 18 too. Watch out for that Carno, dude. Don't get eaten. Alright, so anyway, there's a lot more to do. I'm going to get all this placed, or at least as much as I can reasonably today, and I will join you and show you how it ends up. So of the ones that I had manufactured so far, plus a trip back up to the Blue Obelisk to use up all the crystal that we had there, this is as far as we got. So we got pretty far around. We just got this one section over here left to close in. I counted it, and that number is something like 50 something. I forget, it was like 54 of more of the large glass walls we need. And then we're going to need at least 200 of the regular glass walls. Some of them we might be able to get away with half glass walls underneath. So I got to go make those. So we got to get out of Dodge and go back to the, probably back to the underwater place, or maybe we'll go back first to the Crystal Cave over on Ragnarok. But just wanted to show you, in case I don't make it back here this episode, how far we've gotten. If I don't finish it this episode, I will finish it off camera in between. But you guys can definitely see it's getting done. It won't be this ugly afterwards. I'm leaving the fence support showing for now, but you can disappear those really easily, so you won't see the fence supports, and then we'll make an aesthetic decision by the end about what we're going to do with all of the glass walls. So far, it hasn't hit my frame rate too bad. It did take about 10 or 15 FPS off of me so far with what's up here. I'm still safely at 60 at the moment, though, but we'll see. And then I also have to be kind to people who come visit me if I ever want to have neighbors come over and borrow a cup of sugar. So anyway, we're going to take a risk and leave these guys here. They should be pretty safe. Let's tie the Griffin to them just in case they get in a fight. We don't want the Griffin flying off somewhere too far away. They're all tied to each other right now, so hopefully we're good. We're going to go ahead and save world, because you want to do that if you're an admin. If you're an admin, you can't, but it's good to save world before you transfer, because crashes happen sometimes. People lose characters that way. But let's go ahead now, and actually we want to not do that, but do that. We're going to go travel to another server. So we're going to go back to Ragnarok for sure. We don't have to choose yet where we're going to spawn there. So let's go start that, and then I'll meet you when we get there. I showed plenty of skin in the beginning, crackers. Once we get back to the underwater base, there's plenty of skin that happens there too. I take my my tank off all the time. But so we need crystal. For sure. I can get a small amount of crystal. Hey, Almanackers! What's up? He was streaming on here earlier today. So, there's a way I wanted to try getting the crystal with the dunkleos. And I will try that too, but there's also a place I know we can assuredly get it. So let's do that first, and that's down in the crystal cave over here in Ragnarok. Well, that's all Ragnarok, but the here Metalworks, I believe it is. Let's go over there and spawn that. See if that's the right place. Hopefully I got it right. So otherwise, yes, it is. Although I actually messed up because I didn't bring the transmitter with me. And I actually don't have a way to get back up there. That's all right. A little logistical error. But over here in this cave, I've showed this on camera before. It's just a cave full of crystal. And Ur and I have a couple Ankies in here. Oh, someone else brought an Anki since I was in here yesterday. Let's see. That's Ur, MP, and Ur. Okay, so it's just Ur and I right now, but anybody's welcome to use these. So I'm going to harvest all this up, and then I will bring you back when we get back to the underwater base. And maybe we'll wrap up by, I want to do this little excursion with the dunkleos to this crystal area and see how much crystal we get from that. All right, so we're back at the underwater base here, and I've got my dunkleos. I think we're going to end this episode with a little excursion with them. In the beginning, I showed you getting the rich obsidian nodes with them, but I also wanted to check out how viable it is to get crystal with them. And I know this way a little ways, we're going to have to watch out for alpha mosasaurs and things like that. There's some plesiosaurs up right on cue that spawn right over there too. Try to avoid that. But there's a whole little crystal area over here, and I want to see how much crystal we get from them. We got the whole tech transmitter full of crystal from over there in the Ragnarok, or I keep calling it the Ragnarok Crystal Cave. We're on Ragnarok, but in the Desert Crystal Cave. But I wonder if this is a viable way to do it or not. We'll find out what level that plesio is. That's not bad. That's not bad. 156. May have to tame that one. So let's see if we can avoid killing it. Because if it attacks us, we'll have to. Let's see how long this takes, too. It's going to be a little bit of a journey. Because these things are slow. And if I go too fast on this one, those guys go out of render. And we lose one or two. So we can't let that happen either. Give them a chance to catch up. I don't know why they won't sprint for me when they're following me. Pretty dang slow. We'll see. So I find it's best really just to not even hit sprint with these guys. And drag them along that way. So we'll see. We'll see. This may take way too long. But we'll find out. And the sharks are going to come start a fight. But there's this area first over here, which was an area I considered making a base. A very attractive area. We're going to get into a shark fight now. I'm not worried about it. It's just takes time. These guys will tear them up. They do quite a bit of damage. And they're pretty tanky. You're one dumb megalodon. Yes, you are. Let's just let this other one get itself murderized. We've got all 8 of the dunkleos, so we haven't lost anybody yet. There you go. Make yourself dinner. Got shark meat on the menu. Alright, so we made it over here to this place, so you can see it's this kind of neat underwater space that's got these big crystal formations. You can't harvest those, but next to every one of them is some smaller crystals. So we're just going to go around here and harvest all those small crystals and see how it adds up and if it compares at all to the yield that we get from the desert cave. And we'll figure out if it's worth it. It took quite a while to get over here, so if it does turn out to be a pretty good yield, and I want to keep using dunkleos for it, I'll have to make like a little accessory base over here and breed some more dunkleos to leave here, so we're not having to do the journey to get over here. So yeah, still hanging out in the stream on the other part of OBS, and just gonna hang out with those folks and do this, and I'll see at the end how it all adds up. There is a alpha mosasaur spawn area near here somewhere, so we gotta watch out. Hopefully we won't get in trouble with that. If we do, hopefully my guys will handle it. Guys and gals, we'll see. If we cut in to a fight like that, you'll know what happened. But it's mainly just been going 10 feet and killing megalodons, and then going another 10 feet and killing a manta. Alright, see you in the bit, and we'll wrap this up. Alright, we are being visited by a wild Tuso. Hopefully this one is not too high of a level. No. So we'll just have to take care of this. We are blinded by the light, or by the ink. And it means it ran away. I don't know if my AI dunkleos are following it or not. No, it doesn't look like they did. So that's fine. We don't need to kill it. But I have pretty good saddles on all of these guys, which I may have shown you before. And they all have at least 400 melee. Oh, and there is the mosasaur. Okay. And what is doing that? I didn't know mosasaurs have lightning. What the heck is that? Or do we got some snidari? Oh, there's some eels. Okay. What level is this guy? It's a 60. It's not an alpha. So we get a little excitement here. A little fight. I'm glad the eels aren't as bad as they used to be. Otherwise, we'd really be in trouble. See if we can take this one out. I guess they have a flea mechanic too. Either that or it's just being a weirdo. Oh, and the Mosa is dealt with already. Looks like the eels are dealt with. We are okay. Somebody's still fighting something. Oh, it's just a shark. Okay. So that was the exciting part, folks. Bring you back for the end. Then just wanted to show you guys, I showed you earlier, and we got a shark coming down, but over in this area, there's some more ammonites. There's a 156 one over here too. We got a photobomb from the Megalodon. Out of the way, I'm trying to show people stuff here. But yeah, there's a 156 is one of those. That's the other one I showed you was the first ammonite I'd ever seen. So these are the second through fourth ammonites I've ever seen. But I haven't spent too much time looking either. But there you go. Another resource over here. Okay, so I think I got it through to the end of the whole crystal area. And it's good it's the end. Because right over here, he just went out of render again. There is a 168 Alpha Mosasaur. There it is, right there. See if we can get that in the scope. So even though I think we could probably take it, we're not going to. Time to hightail it out, swim out of here, and move along. So hopefully, didn't get myself into trouble by coming over here to show you that. See if I can get my crew out of danger. It'd be a great way to level them up, but just a little too risky. I've never fought an Alpha Mosasaur before, so I'm not exactly sure what I'd be getting myself into, but I think I've got pretty much all the crystal. There was only one little bit of crystal I skipped that was over this way because there was actually a wild 162 Mosasaur over there, not Alpha, that I avoided, not because I was afraid of it, but because I would actually consider taming it. So once I get these guys out of danger, we'll head back over to the underwater base and I'll tally up how much crystal I got once they stop messing with megalodons so close to that Mosasaur, the alpha one. Yeah, come on guys, get over here. Yeah, there's that 162 wild Mosa there. Let's see if we can just grab this crystal and get out of here. I'm definitely pushing it. Do I dare? Do I dare? I don't seem to have the biggest aggro range, I say now. You're not being helpful, Mosa. Or Donkey. There we go. Okay, let's get that and get out of here. But, yep. I might come back and tame that one. So if you see me in the next episode and I have it, there it is. Ah, dang it. I guess I got too close. We'll just have to go for the 180 Mosasaur. I won't be tempted by a substandard one. And they handled it no problem, which makes me feel even more confident that they would have got the alpha one without much problem, but we're not going to test that today. Alright, so went ahead and did that, managed not to lose any dunkleos or even come close to it, and just so pulling from my inventory, looking at all of them, this is how much crystal we got from that. So I'd say we'd have like, that's 5,000, that's 5,000, so a little over 10,000 crystal, so maybe 10,500 roughly if we added all this up. So we'll just say 10k. That's not a bad haul. It took longer. Someone just put in here recent in the chat that they came up with 4,500 out of the crystal cave over in the desert, so it's at least double that, but it is more time. There's things we could do to make it less time that I've already mentioned, you know, having a base over here and having dunkleos stationed here. Not sure if that's worth it or not, but at least we did the science here to see how much crystal we can get. There was also another good idea of having the lead dunkleo level up the melee, like that, boom, and then do all the harvesting with Super Pump Melee so that you get a better yield, and then just transfer it onto the rest. But anyway, I'm in a fight with some eels now, which just need to deal with. But yeah, I think this video has gone on long enough for today, so I'm going to go ahead and put it together and get it out there for you all. But yeah, this has been Monkey Puzzle, and somehow, even though we made it to the island, building the Megatheritorium, we ended up back underwater on a Ragnarok. Wow, you're pretty. Too bad we have to kill you. Yeah. So we ended up back here, but I'm going to go ahead and finish up that glass fence, and then next episode, we will work on the next steps of actually starting to work with some of the wood bits with the Eco Stables mod and getting some, maybe even getting some Megatheriums over there. Who knows? But for now, this has been Monkey Puzzle. Thank you for watching until the end of this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. So just a quick epilogue to that, folks, that on the way back, I actually came across a big rock formation that was just covered with crystal all the way around it. And I put all of that in here, and it turns out that all told from the journey, it was 15,000 crystal in that haul. So it took a while, but it was a fun adventure, and I'd say that that is a pretty good haul indeed. All right, ending it for real. See you all in the next one. Bye-bye.